No, it's totally cool, Simon. I'll just hit recording now, and now we're totally recording, and we can pretend we haven't been talking for 20 entire fucking minutes. What up, guys? Welcome to the Bone
Welcome
Zone.
to the Welcome to the Bone Zone,
We were just talking
bitch.
about
Fucking god.
we were just talking for the past 20 minutes about the modern state of emo music, I guess.
Ooh.
Do you want to where do you want to start? You want to go back all the way back to Blink 182? The new Blink 182 song's
The-
pretty good.
yeah, new Blink 182 shit came out.
Yes.
I think we're both in agreement. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think it's their best work. I don't think it's their worst work. I
I
think I just get warm feelings when I hear them sing together, and that chorus they're singing together.
I think it's the greatest thing they've ever made, and this blasphemy from Simon will not stand. Matt Skiba will die in a fire.
See, I appreciate what Matt Skiba did.
I do
I
too, yeah.
did hear that apparently he wrote like an entire another album that'll probably never come out.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, there's like 9 unreleased, like fully finished Blink tracks.
Damn.
But now Tom's back, so no one wants to hear them.
What if it? You know, it'd be really funny if they like just took his vocals out and put Tom in.
I kind of wonder what they're gonna do with that
knows?
California album.
Yeah,
I mean, in
they could easily set up a 4-man tour. You know
in
what I mean?
Tom's defense, like Matt sang all of his songs that he wrote.
Yeah,
So there's
but that
really
was Matt's
nothing
job,
stopping-
though. You
But
know,
there's nothing really saying that Tom can't sing all the songs that Matt wrote now
No, I mean,
because he did the same thing.
yeah.
And it's all technically owned under the Blink umbrella, so it doesn't really
But
matter.
think about getting all 4 of them on tour just for the hell of it. You know, I think
I
that
think
could
it'd
be
be fun.
cool.
I think it'd be really great if there was like a 30-minute portion of the set where Matt comes out and he does some of the California songs with them, and then they're like, "You did a great job," and then
Good job, Matt. Okay, go
and then he
away.
leaves, and then they sing "First Date," and then they shit on him right after.
Yeah, yeah. No, they do Man
Um,
Overboard. They bring out the original drummer, whatever his name is. The Man Overboard.
Oh
guy.
god, yeah, the guy that everyone misses, even though he kind of sucked.
Apparently he got his shit together. I was reading about him on Wikipedia. Apparently he finally eventually got his shit together. But yeah, apparently he did suck at one point.
I saw an article yesterday that the original drummer from My Chemical Romance is selling his Black Parade uniform on eBay.
Oh, that's the second drummer. But make no mistake, that's the,
Oh no, the one that was
Bert.
more popular.
I think his
and-
name is Bert. Also,
I think it's also Bert, and he
can't
tried
pull it
to
up.
steal from the band, and that's why they kicked him out. And
Wait,
he
is
tried to
that why
steal,
they
like,
kicked him out? I thought he
Yeah,
left
like,
because
he got
his
caught
leg caught on
stealing.
fire.
He got caught stealing a lot of shit.
That's funny. Hey, what
Yeah.
are you talking about the first? Because here's the thing: the first drummer wasn't in the Black Parade uniform. The first drummer was
No.
only on the first album. The second drummer, I always heard left because his leg caught on fire during the music video shoot for fucking Famous Last Words, and he was like, I don't want to get injured for this.
I've heard some the thing said Petticone had been, let's see, Petticone
I wanna know.
MCR drummer. So no, it was the you're right, it was the first drummer. He
Okay.
toured with them in 2011, and he was fired because they caught him like full blown stealing from the band, like stealing gear, stealing
Wild.
shit from the band. Yeah, the other one like peacefully left, but it is pretty crazy that he's just kind of selling their shit and he's not in the band anymore.
That is weird. It's weird that he hasn't. Maybe he doesn't want to come back. But
No, he doesn't.
I would find it weird that, like, what if they just never asked him? It's like, yeah, because people
Right.
fucking loved Danger Days so much. We don't need you anymore, guy.
And it's weird because like they just don't talk about the drummer that's there now.
Wait,
Like,
is
he's
there a
never-
drummer now or not?
I mean, yeah, there's totally a drummer playing at these shows, and he's just
It's
like
gotta
I
be,
guess
yeah.
a contract musician.
yeah.
And he's killing it. He's doing a
Sure.
great job. But they like at the end of the show, bow and all that shit. He's just not there.
But they need to hire Mike Portnoy. He's not in enough projects.
Yeah, get him in his 11th project.
Yeah, dude. I would buy that album 10 times though. I would.
I would love to see that, but like he has full creative freedom, like over Gerard.
Oh my
He
god.
has to write all the songs.
Oh my god, no. Nah, because Gerard's songwriting makes a lot of what My Chemical Romance is, I think.
It's incredible. Like I really do enjoy their most recent single that came out like fucking like almost a year ago
Foundations of
now.
Decay is pretty good. It's
I
like
like it.
I like it, but it's like it could have been more of an anthem, I guess. Like more of a,
Yeah.
like here we go. But it's
I
kind of
don't.
like
I feel like it was trying to pay homage to
yeah,
like their really, really early, like pre-Vampire days
okay.
of like playing shitty local shows, and the vocals are through the worst microphone you've ever heard in your life.
You're
And
just trying to justify a bad mix. That's all that
I
is.
think it's a purposefully bad mix because they have the best producers in the industry working on it, and it sounds like shit, but in a good way.
It works for sure.
It works.
But I'll tell you, my favorite thing that Gerard Way's done in the last couple of years is "Baby You're a Haunted House." That is a constant jam.
You and maybe you alone.
No, dude, "Baby
Feel
You're a
that
Haunted
way.
House" is a fucking slap. I don't care what anyone says.
You should care.
No, I
I
care about "Baby
I
You're a
I
Haunted House."
I love Gerard Way, and I
Better
cannot
find
stand that
yourself
song.
another superstition. You know what would have been really funny? Because
What?
you've seen the music video. Everyone's in
Yeah.
skull mask. What if that had
Yeah.
just been My Chemical Romance? What if
Yeah, the
that
whole
had been
time.
the whole band, like just in skull mask? That's my ongoing fan theory about that.
Well, I mean, like Frank Iero featured on a track on that same album with
Nice.
Gerard. So, or not Frank, sorry, Ray Torah.
Okay, which one? Because they're very important differences.
Right. Hi, Gerald.
Hello, Cheryl. We're doing the bonus content. Do you want to be part of
You're
it?
safe.
Okay.
No,
That's
she's
baby.
so sweet.
I love her. But yeah, "Baby You're a Haunted House" is my favorite thing Gerard Way has ever done. On top of My Chemical Romance, on top of everything ever at all.
No.
There's "Baby You're a Haunted House," okay? Then there's, "Three Cheers, Sweet Revenge," and "Welcome to the Black Parade,"
Good
okay?
shit.
Then there's like the live shit, "Life on the Murder Scene" and all that. Then there's their first album, and then there's like "Foundations of Decay." That's my official list.
I like the Danger Days is not even
Danger
on
Days
there.
is not on the list.
I like a couple songs off Danger
Yeah,
Days.
Vampire
I don't like
Money's
the majority.
good.
I don't like the majority of the album, but
Yeah.
like Vampire Money's great. I like Kids from Yesterday.
Okay.
That song makes me sad and nostalgic because
Yeah.
that was literally like the last song they wrote before they all broke up. So it was
Yeah.
very, very fitting, and they end every show with it, and it feels right.
Did you like anything off of Conventional Weapons? The sort of like it was like an amalgamative like B-sides thing.
Yeah, there's fuck, there's a song, it's like Sister something.
Okay.
And they rarely ever play it live, and I think it was on those B cuts. And it's a fucking great song, honestly. Fuck, I can't remember how it goes, but yeah, there's like it's like Sister, and like if Stay, oh, that's what it's called. It's called Stay. It's went under a couple different names, but
Okay.
it's called Stay. What's it called? It's got like a full like parentheses name. There it is. Stay, Someone Out There Loves You.
Nice.
And that's
That
a
sounds
really
sweet.
great song. I love that. And I don't even know if it's off of that particular B-side mix, but it's
Yeah.
one of their most popular B-sides.
I'll tell you, one thing that was fun, especially about like growing up, being a fan of MCR, and like in the era that it was, is that like when Black Parade was not out yet, when there was like, like maybe there was one single, maybe they had released "Welcome to Black Parade," but they were playing, I think it's called "Disenchanted."
Yeah, I
Is
love
that what
that
it's called?
song.
But it was like still like an early version of it, and you could download it on like Kazaa or LimeWire or something like that. And it was like a little more upbeat, and it was like different, but it was like it was funny. It was funny that you could like it was the early days of internet sharing. These days it would be on YouTube in a minute.
Right.
Like if MCR came out and was like, "Here's a new song," you would see it live, like on your fucking phone.
Yeah, you
But-
would get a fucking message bell
Yeah.
alert.
But it felt
about
so fucking magical to like just like listen to something with like the worst audio quality of all time, and it's like just mostly sounds of people screaming, and you go, "Yeah, I think that's the new My Chemical Romance."
And you listen back to it, you're like dissecting it. You're putting
Yeah,
it through Audacity
trying
so that
so
you can
hard.
strip out the vocals on it.
Yeah.
The biggest moment for me when it came to MCR was when I'd already been following him really religiously for the Three Cheers content.
Yeah.
And then they went on the VMAs,
Mm.
and it was the very first time they had performed Black Parade, and no one knew it was coming. No one knew they were working on an album.
Yeah.
And they played it on the rooftop of in New York.
I
during
feel
the
like I
VMAs.
remember this.
And there was like a children's choir singing along with
Yeah.
them, and it was just I can remember me and my sister just sobbing just absolutely
Aw.
planted in front of the television, feeling like this is the greatest musical memory we'll ever have.
I can
And
remember.
it stands. It fucking stands.
It's still, yeah. When Welcome to the Black Parade came out, I remember me and a friend of mine talking about talking about it at length, like one song, like, oh, isn't the opening so cool? I love this part here. Did you notice this and all that shit? And it's just like, oh, that's fun times, good looking back.
It's hard to find music like that these days.
It's hard for us to feel that way because we've already had big moments like that. The people younger than us are having those moments right now, and that's okay.
They're listening to that new Taylor Swift album and just making unforgettable moments.
They paid $200 for Kanye West's stem player, and they're having an experience they'll never be able to relate to anyone else in the world.
They went and spent $3,000 at the Gap buying his clothes out of garbage bags.
Yes. When you see me Balenciaga'd up, don't say nothing, Simon.
It's your Balenciaga plain white tee. Fucking ridiculous. I swear to God.
Oh my God. I don't know. I'm always trying to find new music to get into, but it's like, I think it just comes with age. It's like you fall back onto the old favorites. It's like I'm never gonna go too long without listening to "From Under the Cork Tree" by Fall Out Boy. You know what I mean? It's like that's like a once every couple of months thing, easily.
Have you ever gotten into the 1975?
I enjoyed Chocolate so much that I never heard another song of theirs I liked.
Nice.
Like, I'm not gonna. It's one of those things where it was like, oh my God, this is the greatest song I've ever heard. And then I heard the rest of their stuff and it didn't sound exactly like that. And I was like, no. I bet they're amazing though. Like,
I'm a big fan. They just dropped a new album called Being Funny in a Foreign Language.
Nice.
And it's a really interesting sound for them. It's almost like a little folky, a little Bob Dylan country-ish, but with that English 80s kind of vibe on top of it. I'm about it. It's a really solid album front to back.
Speaking of albums that changed, I'm gonna have to check it out. I'll give 1975 a chance.
Absolutely.
But speaking of albums that had a weird change into sort of a English or like psychedelic or like different kind of thing, you remember when Pretty Odd came out? And it was like, what in the fuck is going on?
Oh God, I do.
Panic at the Disco's second album?
Yeah, I was just listening to
I loved it. I fucking loved it.
It was Perspective on that album?
No, that's on their third one, I think.
I like 9 in the Afternoon, but that was such a wild album. It was so different, and it continues to be so different than everything else they've put out.
Can I tell you about the theory that I had in my little brain when that came out, and Mark's little fucking teenage brain? Okay, so Panic at the Disco, the first album was like 50s mixed with dance pop. Okay, the second album was like 60s psychedelia mixed with like modern rock pop. You know what I mean? And so I was thinking the next album would be like 70s. It'd be the disco Panic at the Disco album, and then the 80s would be like the hair metal Panic at the Disco album. I don't know. Like, I thought they would keep going in like decade musical trends with their albums, and that would have been really cool. They didn't do that.
I would agree. No, they did not do that. Within like the third or fourth album, they just went full blown 2010s Katy Perry pop.
No, but hey, look, some of those songs are pretty good.
Some of them are pretty good. Like, I cannot shit on Death of a Bachelor as an album at all. I think it's a pretty good
Death of a Bachelor's good. But like fucking
after that's bad.
What's that
literally
one?
Everything after that album sucks.
No, fuck you. The new shit is good. The new shit's pretty
it's
good.
Not good.
It is good. How dare you? But
Viva
what
La
about
Vengeance is one of the
Viva La
worst
Vengeance
albums.
is a fucking earworm. That shit is catchy.
It's one of the worst albums that have come out.
Okay, I haven't heard the full album. I've just heard the single, to be fair.
Because, like, have you seen any of the footage of him performing it live?
No, but he's got to be.
It's bad. It's like literally the audience is laughing.
Dude, he's had a coke habit for like the past 30 years. He's got to be held together by tape.
And he's scared off every other member of the band.
Well, he's definitely the only one left.
Yeah, and so what people don't think about all the time is that first album, that album where every song's a banger and everyone.
Oh yeah, Ryan songs. Or whatever.
Ryan wrote all those songs.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Pretty Odd. Ryan wrote most of those songs.
Brendan turned it into the Brendan Urie show.
He did, and he just kept the name. But I cannot get behind a single song on that new album. And he can't hit those notes. He cannot hit them.
I'm gonna have to see proof of that. I will have to see proof of that.
You need to look at some videos
I don't want to
going viral
that.
right now. It's really rough.
Sometimes you have a bad night. If I had
it's a bad tour, homie.
If I had $1 for every time I didn't hit the right note, I would have made way more money than I've made playing music.
Here, come on,
which is probably not surprising.
Oh wait, because you can't fucking do audio.
Yeah. No. It's just us right now. The Bone Zone is now a very streamlined experience thanks to Mark being a terrible editor.
Nice.
I pointed at myself. I don't know if that came through.
I recommend going on. You can either TikTok has most of it because it's fans from their phones at the concert actually pulling it out. But there's probably YouTube videos too. It's always those falsetto notes that he's always been known for, where he's like, oh, it's just never been worse.
Oh, come on. You're breaking my heart. Because I've always thought he was a great front man. I've always thought Brendan Urie was a wonderful front man.
And I mean, this is not talking about like all of the horrendous allegations against him.
Come on. Allegations are good. Everyone needs a couple. You gotta get a couple of allegations.
For, like, grooming some teenagers or calling people the T slur.
I don't know. What did
or the N-word or
what did George Takei say? The little grooming goes a long way. That's fucking stupid. I don't know. If Brendan Urie's done terrible things, Brendan Urie can burn in hell. But I always thought he was good at working a stage. That's my only point. I would
pay for a shirt with Brendan Urie's face on it, with that quote on it. I would pay good money.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Or Drake Bell's face. That'd be fine.
Drake. Oh my god. Okay, I'm all in on Drake Bell hate because I saw Drake Bell live one time. I saw Drake Bell in concert, and he was doing one song for Rock and Relief 2.
Was it that concert in Hattiesburg he played at?
No. So it was a Relief at the Coliseum. It was right after Hurricane Katrina. It was a bunch of artists came and did like one song each for a televised appearance. And the thing about it though is his guitar wasn't in tune. Okay, so he picks up his guitar. No, but like, it's one thing your guitar is not in tune because you can be like, oh, hold on, let me fix this or something. This dude said, oh, I'm sorry, I guess I can't play for you guys because my freaking guitar isn't in tune. And he looks off to the side of the stage, and then like a fucking guitar tech like runs up like, oh, I'm sorry, and like fixes for him. He's like, we gotta wait now until the guitar's in tune. And it was like, bro, nobody here was trying to make that. Like, that's one thing. It's like, okay, tune the guitar yourself, Mr. Superstar. Second of all, it's like, okay, if the stagehand fucked up, give him a chance to fix it. Don't make it. No one in the audience wanted to see Drake Bell demean a fucking stagehand. Nobody wanted that.
Oh my god!
And I witnessed it. It was fucking weird. It was very weird. Sick
to my stomach. That's fucking weird.
He wasn't like calling the guy a piece of shit or anything, but you could tell maybe behind the stage he would. Very Ellen DeGeneres Drake Bell shit.
Hate group now.
Yeah, Drake Bell is the Ellen DeGeneres of whatever Drake Bell's doing
of 2000s music,
of trying to force Josh Peck to be friends with him,
even though Josh Peck just really doesn't want to.
Have you seen those videos where it's like they wind up together and like Drake's trying to be all buddy, and he looks like he's on crack, and Josh is just like.
Because Josh has like moved on with his life. He has other adventures outside of being that person. He's
Drake
not
Bell
that person.
Just has Drake and Josh and a couple of songs. Yeah.
And it's fucking wild. But no, there's so many allegations against him for grooming people in the Nickelodeon age. And, I believe it.
Of course, dude, I would not be surprised to find at all that he or they both were groomed because that was during the time when Dan Schneider was running things. And that, I mean, I don't got to tell you, you know the Dan Schneider stuff.
No, I would be genuinely surprised if their pictures of their feet aren't on a computer somewhere.
Yeah. If anyone here doesn't know what we're talking about, Google Dan Schneider feet. You should find everything you need there.
I mean, or you could read that book by the girl who played Sam.
Is that a thing?
Jenna McCarthy. Jenna McCarthy, I think is her name. Okay. She played Sam in iCarly, and she wrote a book that's it's called "I'm Glad My Mom Is Dead."
Oh my god, that sounds like a good read.
It talked about that Nickelodeon tried to issue her a settlement for a non-disclosure agreement, so some serious hush money, would have been like upwards of a couple $100,000.
Hey.
Never talk about her experience on the show or working with Dan.
I'll tell you right now, Dan Schneider, send me $100,000 and I'll never say your name out of my mouth again. I promise.
I swear to God. I'll send you feet pics.
I'll send you feet. You can look at my feet now.
Yeah, I'll give it to you for free. I'll give you I'll give you a sneak
stop,
peek at these puppies.
stop creeping on little children and using power disadvantages. You know, like to your advantage. It's weird, man.
It's fucky wucky.
It's weird. It's definitely screwy. I'll tell you that. It's a little. I don't know. You know.
It's a little.
It's fucking.
It's a little.
This is fucking. I feel like we were doing so much better before I realized I hadn't been recording.
Hey, look, we made it work.
It's a bone zone.
I want to thank all our viewers,
Yes.
all one of you, for hanging out and watching.
Possibly
the Bones
two.
episode here. Possibly two.
Maybe.
Possibly two.
Maybe.
We'll see. Maybe Thomas is more invested than I think. Hopefully, I didn't piss his wife off by quitting.
Wait, did you quit?
Oh yeah, I totally quit because it took her over a month to get me a position.
Well, hold on. Listen, I can't cut all this out. Let's talk about this after the fact.
Yeah. Okay, we'll talk about it later.
I don't want
know,
to
Tara, I'm terribly sorry, and Thomas, don't hate me.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair and good. And we'll leave it there, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, Dan Schneider, not good. Anyway,
Not good.
have a good evening, Simon. We got to 20 minutes, and that's more than enough. Yeah, look, see, I almost look like I have muscles right here. All right, have a good night.
All right, cool. Take it easy on me.
You too. Bye.
Bye.